we've got two things left to do. First, my model does have some kind of weird creases in around the thumb that are maybe unappealing, and of course I model this very same hand at least twice a year. Yours might be a little lumpier. You're new to modeling hands, that's okay. But it would be nice to be able to fix that really simply. The other thing we have to do is clean up the outliner to prepare this for submission. So the first thing I'm going to do is just edit, delete by type history. I have my hand selected, and that's going to clean up any unnecessary nodes. Next, over here I've got two types of things. I've got construction objects and I've got an object. So again, I will make a group for the construction objects. And even though there's only one hand in the scene, I'm still going to nest it inside a group that I will call objects. I know that that sounds kind of insane, but it's good to build habits. This is a good habit for you to have. It's good practice. And this way, when you do start working on a larger scene, you'll be very well set. Last, I will take both of my groups, group them together, and this one is going to be my hand scene. All right, my outliner is nice and clean. So the last tool that I'm going to talk about is under Mesh Tools. I have my hand selected. Under Sculpting Tools, there's a tool called the Smooth tool. There's also a tool called the Relax tool, and for us they're going to work basically interchangeably. In both cases, if you start the tool running, you should see your model turn to a light gray wireframe, and I'm already seeing a big circle around my mouse pointer. The circle is the tool's area of effect, and just like with Soft Select, if I hold down B and middle mouse drag, I can adjust that radius. So now I can come in here and I can say, this crease in my thumb is really bad. I'll just smooth that out. Smoothing tries to average the distance between your edges. So it's possible to go too quickly, and that'll get you some really nasty results. But if you've got areas that are just a little folded and you need them to be a little bit less folded, try smoothing and see what happens. I'm doing a very small click and drag, and that's going to be plenty for me. You may have to play around with the tool to see what you like. If you want to experiment with more of the sculpting tools, there are kind of a lot of them. In general, I recommend that you run them through the option box. I'll open the option box for the Smooth tool. With this, you have size and strength. Strength is how much effect the tool is going to have. So if I feel that I'm getting too much smoothing out of this brush, I can turn the strength down, and that'll give me a little bit less, and that can be very nice. It'll be the same for all of the tools. Most of them are designed to work with a very, very dense mesh. And the model that we've created is a very loose mesh, so they may do some unexpected or undesired things. I would like you to submit a nice loose mesh like this one, so that when I download it, I'll be able to open it and look at it very efficiently. For your own purposes, if you want to try sculpting on this, what I would recommend is in your Shift right click menu in object mode, there's a command called Smooth. Smooth will bisect all of your faces. Give yourself 2 divisions or 3 divisions and then try the sculpting tools. Don't hand that in to me. That's going to generate a very large file, and I don't want that. I want a nice, small, efficient file. But for your own purposes, if you just want to play around with the sculpting and see how it works, go for it. Have some fun. So, Now if I look at my scene, my model is the best model that I could make. My scene is very well organized. I can find everything that I need. All of my objects are named. My history has been deleted. The last thing I'll do is I will take my hand, right-click on the hand layer, add selected objects. Now it's on that hand layer. I don't need a thumb layer anymore, so I will right-click on the thumb layer and delete the layer. And now I will save this scene as, and we will call this one hand final 01. Great, this hand is all done. I can close it. After it's closed, I will go to my project directory, which is right down here, right-click on it, and send to a compressed zipped folder. And there's my compressed folder right there. Lovely. I will upload that to Canvas and consider this project done. Great job, everybody!